day long. The flower pot man. The flower pot man. The flower pot man.
Dancing on ice. It was a cold winter's morning, and there was snow all over the garden. Bill and Ben skated to a stop in front of the tree and saw Thistle sleeping. Bill thought it would be funny if he and Ben threw snowballs at her while she was asleep. It would be a great start to their day. Ben agreed with Bill, so the flower pot men made some snowballs, and when they finished that, they hid by the side of the tree and sniggered.
"Flubber ready, Ben?"
asked Bill. "Flubber ready, Bill," answered Ben. The flower pot men counted to 3. Flob, flew, 3! And threw their snowballs at Thistle, waking her up. What on earth? Who threw those snowballs? She snapped. Thistle looked around and then saw Bill and Ben on the ground roaring with laughter.
"From a morning, Thistle,"
said Bill. From a lovely snowy day, said Ben. Right, I'll get you for that, you two, said Thistle angrily, and she started making snowballs. Bill and Ben saw this and stopped laughing. Then they smiled at each other as they could dodge Thistle's snowballs easily. Bill and Ben stood up and folded their arms confidently. Take these, said Thistle, and she started throwing her snowballs at Bill and Ben. But the flower pot men dodged them easily in rather cool and fancy ways. Bill did a star jump, moved to the left, moved to the right, did a forward roll, and spun around like a dancer. Ben did a backflip, moved to the right, moved to the left, did a roll in the way James Bond would do it, jumped in the air, and spun around before landing on the ground. Soon Thistle had run out of snowballs, and Bill and Ben were very pleased with themselves. Flub-a-dub, they said. How did you manage to dodge all those snowballs like that? Said a very puzzled Thistle.
Flubber skill,
said Bill, tapping his nose. Flub it easy, said Ben as he winked to Thistle. Just then, Bill and Ben heard someone clapping. Oh,
"Flubber that,"
said Bill. He and Ben turned around and saw that it was Scamper, who was clapping them. Bravo! Well done, you two, she said.
"Oh, flubber thank you, Damper,"
chuckled Bill. But Ben was confused. Flubber clapping for? He asked. I thought that ice dance you did there was brilliant, said Scamper. Flubber ice dance? Puzzled Ben, before realising what Scamper was talking about. Oh! Well, thank you, Damper, but flubber thistle. But before Ben could finish, Bill had an idea.
"Ah! Flubber ice ball!"
He had decided to have a moonlit ice ball at the tree that night. Oh, flubber ice ball, said Ben. That's a great idea, Bill, said Scamper. I'll go and let everyone know about it. Bill and Ben gave Scamper a thumbs up, and off she went to tell everyone about the moonlit ice ball. The flower pot men decided that if they were going to have an ice ball, they'd better get practicing their skating.
Flubber cool,
said Bill. He wanted to skate in a cool way, so he skated over to the back wall of the shed. What are we doing, Bill? asked Ben.
"Flubber legs,"
said Bill. He wanted Ben to spread his legs out. Flubber legs? Huh? said Ben. But he still did what his brother wanted. Bill rubbed his hands together, then skated towards Ben, went on his back while sliding across the ice, slid in between Ben's legs, and stopped. Bill stood up and bowed to Ben, who put his legs in and clapped.
"Flubber thank you," smiled Bill.
Flubber bravo! Flubber bravo! Flubber bravo! said Ben. Oh, flubber my turn!
"Flubber okay,"
said Bill. Ben skated over to the back wall of the shed. "Flubber ready, Bill?" he asked.
"Flubber ready, Ben,"
said Bill as he spread his legs out. Ben gave Bill a thumbs up, then skated towards him, went on his back while sliding across the ice, and slid in between Bill's legs. But instead of stopping, he carried on sliding. "Whoa! Flubber can't stop!" said Ben. Bill put his legs in and watched Ben slide away.
"Oh, Flob,"
he said. Ben slid through the end of the garden, through the vegetable garden, past the fence after sliding a figure of 8, through the bottom of the garden, and past the shed whilst laughing and whooping for joy. Bill was just wondering where Ben was when he slid right past him. "Flubber Fumble!" called Ben as he disappeared again.
"Flob! Flubber, come back, Ben!" called Bill. "Oh, Flubber never practice."
He walked up and down until he heard Ben call out, "Flubber, look out!"
"Huh? Flubber, Ben?"
Bill turned around and Ben crashed into him.
Wait!
Oh, Flubber. The flower man lay in a tumbled heap, but Ben had stopped at last. "Whoa! Flubber again!" cheered Ben. He stood up and skated over to the back wall of the shed. Then he skated forward, went on his back while sliding over the ice, and slid away so he could slide through the garden twice more. Bill stood up and did a face palm.
"Flubber, no time for this,"
he said anxiously. Soon night fell. The moon and stars were shining, and it was time for the moonlit ice ball to begin. As well as Bill and Ben skating, there was Pry, Scamper, and Tad. Even Boo had woken up from his hibernation to join in.
"I know I should be hibernating," he said, "but when you woke me up to tell me about the moonlit ball, Scamper, I thought there was no way I was going to miss that."
"I'm so glad you can join in, Boo," said Scamper. "And I'm also glad you agreed to be my skating partner." Whimsy was ready with her cobweb to play the music for every dance. She cleared her throat and everyone stopped talking to look at her. "Okay, who'll be skating first?" asked Whimsy. Boo and Scamper said that they would. "Righto, are you ready?" asked Whimsy. "Yes, Whimsy, we're ready," answered Boo and Scamper. As Whimsy started playing a tune on her cobweb, Boo and Scamper stepped forward and started doing a graceful dance over the ice. As Boo and Scamper skated, everyone else watched.
"Flubber graceful,"
said Bill. "You're right, Bill. Their dancing is graceful," agreed Pry. "Flubber very good," said Ben. "They're very good dancers indeed, Ben. Very good dancers indeed," agreed Tad. Boo and Scamper finished their skating, and everyone clapped and cheered for them.
"Thank you for those skating lessons, Scamper," said Boo.
"Oh, you're welcome, Boo. No problem at all," said Scamper. As Boo and Scamper rejoined the other dancers, Whimsy said, "Right then, who'll be skating next?" Pry and Tad said that they would. "Then please step forward," said Whimsy. Pry and Tad did step forward. Whimsy started playing another tune on her cobweb, and Pry and Tad started doing a lovely dance over the ice. As Pry and Tad skated, everyone else watched.
"Floppily,"
said Bill. "You are absolutely right, Bill. They're doing such a lovely dance," agreed Scamper. "Flubber great," said Ben.
"I quite agree, Ben. Their dancing is great," agreed Boo.
Pry and Tad finished their skating, and everyone clapped and cheered for them. "Thank you very much. Thank you," said Tad. "Oh, thank you. You're too kind," said Pry. As Pry and Tad rejoined the other dancers, Whimsy said, "So we only have Bill and Ben left to skate. Come on, boys, step forward."
"Flubber ready, Whimsy," said the flower pot man as they stepped forward to skate.
To the other dancers' surprise, Whimsy started playing the bolero, and Bill and Ben started doing the winning dance that Torville and Dean did at the 1984 Olympics, with Bill as Torville and Ben as Dean. As the Flower Pot Men danced, the other dancers looked at them in amazement. When Bill and Ben finished their routine, everyone clapped and cheered for them. "Well done, boys," said Boo. "Bravo," said Pry. "That was great," said Scamper. "Way to go, lads," said Tad. "I love that. It was fantastic," said Whimsy. "Flubber, well done, brother," said Bill and Ben as they hugged each other. They were so happy that everyone loved their ice dance, they wanted to do something to celebrate. But what could it be? "Well, that's it. Everyone here has done their ice dances, and you all did brilliantly," said Whimsy. "Hooray!" cheered everyone.
"Oh, Flubber Flubber skate in a circle," said Bill.
He decided that everyone should skate in a circle to celebrate a fantastic night. "That's a marvellous idea," said Scamper. "Come on, everyone." Bill, Ben, Boo, Pry, Scamper, Tad and Whimsy all held hands and started skating in a circle together. "I think I can safely say that tonight has been a lovely night," said Whimsy, and everyone agreed.
Just then, they lost control and started sliding towards the bottom of the garden. Weed saw Bill, Ben, Boo, Pry, Scamper, Tad and Whimsy approaching, and as she covered her eyes, they crashed into Gnome. Weed uncovered her eyes and saw them all lying in a tumbled heap and groaning in pain.
"Oh my goodness," she said.
Just then, Slowcoach came out of his house wearing his nightcap and looking cross. "What the hell is going on here?" he grumbled. "What's all this noise? I've been woken up, you know."
"Sorry, Slowcoach," said Scamper. "We were having a moonlit ice ball, and then we decided to skate together in a circle when we finished. But we lost control and had a crash."
"Well, now that you've finished your moonlit ice ball, why don't you do something quieter?" said Slowcoach. "Or even better, just go to bed." With that, he went back into his house. "Yeah, Slowcoach is right. I need to get back to my hibernation," said Boo.
"And I suppose it is getting late," said Scamper. "We might as well go to bed then," said Pry. So everyone said good night and went home to bed. Bill and Ben climbed into their flower pots and wished Weed good night before popping down. "Flubber night, night, Weed," they said. "Good night, Bill. Good night, Ben," said Weed. Everyone agreed that the moonlit ice ball was a great success, but now they were all tired out and ready for a good night's sleep.
Bill and Ben, the flower pot men. Bill and Ben, the flower pot men. They've been playing in the garden, playing with their friends. Now they'll be sleeping in their pots all night long.